Hello, Evolve as you go community member.
So, as you know, we help people navigate change and live their best lives. And what better way to do that than to invite inspiring guests to share their stories?
So I'm so excited because today we have Morgan Rammo with us.
Hi, guys.
And we always do the talking, so we are going to let our guests do most of the talking. So, Morgan, without further ado, do you want to kind of just talk a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Morgan Rammo. I'm actually born in Toronto, but now living in Muskoka. So it's just north of Toronto, about 2 hours away. I'm 27 years old, and I'm the owner of Vita Fitness Studio. We opened in 2018, September, and we're located in downtown Bracebridge. So Bracebridge, we call it the heart of Muskoka, right in the center, and we're right on the main street. And essentially our studio, it's a private studio. We offer personal training, small group training, and fitness classes. And it's great because it's a by appointment only. It's not an open gym, so it gives our members some, privacy, and we make great connections at our gym. A little bit about myself. So I live with my fiance in Bracebridge. So we're only about like a 2-minute commute away, which is amazing, from the studio. And we have two, I call them dog children, our two Dachshunds, Benny and Bella. And also my fiance is a entrepreneur as well. He owns a landscape business. So we're both entrepreneurs. And we also have a side business. We're Airbnb hosts for a cottage right about 15 minutes away from the studio as well. And I like to throw in little things about myself. About 80% is business, but then the other 20%, I love to spend time outside. And Muskoka is a fantastic place to spend outside. So many hiking places to go to, and then also just little local shops in town. And we also love music. My fiance plays guitars, and I like to listen to music. So yeah, we just like to get outside and just hang out. Good stress relief for sure.
This sounds so exciting. Now I want to start hanging
Yeah.
out with you all the time.
It's amazing here.
So overall, how long would you say you've been working for yourself?
So I started my business in 2017. So before we had the studio open, it was called Vita Fitness Training. And I was a contractor before I actually opened my business. So I was working from a gym prior. And then I said, hey, why don't I start a side gig and do in-home training? So that's how I like to call it the catalyst of how the studio opened. So I did in-home training to start, built it up from there. And then as my clientele built, I, took the steps to opening a studio. So I also waitressed as well. So I did training and waitressing to make some good money. And then we opened the business in 2018. So it's been about, a couple of years now.
Wow. And that's
Mm-hmm.
amazing that you said that, like, you kind of took that entrepreneur route, like, right from the get-go. Do you want to,
Mm-hmm.
so what school did you go to, or what, like, certifications do you have that kind of like prompted you to go this direction?
Absolutely. So I started actually in university. It was originally supposed to be a 4-year program of biomedical science at Laurentian. I did 2 years of it, and then I ended up meeting Mark, who's my fiance from Muskoka, through a friend. And I did like my program. I really liked the people I met, but it wasn't the direction I wanted to go. So I ended up just doing 2 years at Laurentian and then transferred to Humber College in Toronto. And from there, I knew I wanted to get into the sports field. So I did fitness and health promotion at Humber. Absolutely loved it. And then from there, I graduated Humber College. I did an internship in Toronto. And since Mark and I were together for about, I think at that point, 6 years, I decided to make the leap to move to Muskoka, which scared me big time because going from Toronto to Muskoka is a huge jump. But then I found a job. I worked as a contractor, did my in-home business, and then opened the studio from there.
So, oh my God, that's so interesting. Like opening a business is such a big thing, right? Going from contractor to opening your own business. Why did you decide to start a business? Why did you start to do that big leap?
Yeah, absolutely. So I found there was a big, we have such a big heart here in the community, and I love to help people, and I felt like there was something missing and something I could offer to our downtown Main Street. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to open Vita Fitness. Also, I started small, see how it all went, and then we took the leap to open the studio. And Mark, my fiance, was a huge help because he is a business owner. So he helped, start the business up as well.
It's
Neat.
always good to have somebody on your
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Huge support. Yeah.
Neat. And so like you were living in Muskoka, you decided to start a small business in Muskoka. A lot of times when people start businesses, the advice they get is don't start in a small community because like there aren't that many people there. And especially Muskoka is a seasonal place.
Totally.
I mean, obviously you were living in Muskoka, so you decided to make that leap, but why Muskoka and like a small town as opposed to like a big area?
Yeah, for sure. So I never saw myself living in Muskoka. And I think because before I opened the studio, I was living in Muskoka and just getting used to the culture and the feel for it. That's when I decided to open the studio. And, it seems like such a small town here. And there's just more to Muskoka than just cottages. There's so much more. And I think a lot of people get mistaken for Muskoka as being such a small community in town, but there is a lot to offer here and it's just getting bigger and bigger. And also I feel like if you put your energy in towards, a vision, and if you just keep working hard, you can really make it grow quickly. And because we're in Muskoka, it's such a tight-knit community, it just expanded so quickly. And I felt like there was a good need for a private studio, and I think things just took off really well because of that.
I like how you see the community behind it. Like, I think it's so
Yeah.
powerful. Okay,
Yeah.
so your family is athletic. You're very athletically inclined.
Yeah.
So you have been raised in that kind of environment. Would you say that that was like always one of your dream, or is it something that you developed as you grew?
Yeah, for sure. So growing up, I did a lot of sports. Christine probably remembers this, way back when. So I did cross country, track. I was also athletic in university. And I knew I wanted to help people, but I didn't know exactly how. I didn't see myself as a trainer, but maybe going into the health field, physiotherapy, nutrition field. So I didn't see personal training as an option. But then when I started to get more into the coaching side, through my coaches, I was asking always advice and questions from them. I developed a passion for fitness. And then from there, I went to Humber College, decided to get into the fitness field. And that's when I definitely knew I wanted to do this because of the internships, because of working in the field and just learning about the science of moving your body and the health benefits. It was just eye-opening and I loved it so much. And then once I started to do my internships and working in the field, I'm like, this is it. I love doing this as a living.
That's phenomenal. And
yeah.
And like we can definitely like hear the passion in your voice too. So it's amazing when you're doing what you love because it probably doesn't feel that much like work when
No, it doesn't.
So obviously like going from doing some contracting to having like a smaller version of Vita Fitness and then taking that leap to go to go to like a retail location and open like a physical space, that's quite an ambitious goal. So when you decided you wanted to take that leap, like, or during the process, did you have any self-doubt? And if so, like obviously you made it, so how did you kind of pump yourself up and get over those like personal obstacles?
Absolutely. So I had so many experiences self-doubt. There was a couple of little tips I can give you guys and to our viewers. So always going with your gut instinct, but also asking for advice. So you don't always want to ask advice, because it could not be the right advice or it just doesn't seem right to you. So asking advice when you need to, but then also trusting yourself, I think is the biggest thing I would have to say from, helping with my success. As well, also making sure to take care of yourself because when I first opened, I was working 24/7. Yeah. And I was getting burnout for sure. And I just felt like I was doubting everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm working too much. I don't know if I can do this. And then you have to take that time to give yourself, some self-care. So I'd say that's another big thing. Also, don't be afraid of asking stupid questions. That's another kind of little side topic, going off of the asking question part. Because I was always scared to ask advice when I needed advice. So that was definitely another little step we used.
So you just give us like a lot of lesson learned and a lot of way you were able to overcome self-doubt. What would you say was the biggest lesson you have learned as a person? Like you probably grew with your business, like we grow in life as we're moving forward. So what is the biggest lesson you have learned about yourself into this whole wonderful process?
I'd say don't be scared to pursue things. It seems very scary to start with, but then once you start taking on little challenges, you get stronger. Taking on opportunities when it seems so scary, I think just getting out of your comfort zone is huge. And you grow from there for sure. So I've definitely done that. And little things I thought were huge deals back in the day are just so small now. So just always taking, little risks, I call it, but then knowing that it will pay off later.
Phenomenal. That's really, really great advice. Now, business owner to business owner, and also speaking to the people who have their own businesses and want to start their own businesses. Obviously, when you have a business, it's like a baby. It becomes a big part of your life. So how has having a business and going through this process like changed your life and really kind of influenced it?
Oh my gosh, it's changed my life in the best way possible. It's nice, being flexible as a business owner. You create your own hours, but then also just making sure the business that you're in, you make sure you love it. Because I see a lot of people, they're in a business that they don't love. And it seems like just such a drag every day that they go into work. And it's really sad to me. So just making sure you're doing something you love, taking small steps into that field. So what I did was, I made sure before I opened a business, I started small and then grew from there, and making sure you wake up every day knowing that you're in the right field for sure.
Yeah, Christine and I say it all the time. If you're going to do something that, you have passion for and you're excited about, right? Because it has to be fun as well, not just a job. So quickly, what last advice will you give to someone that wants to start a business?
Yeah, for sure. So I mentioned it before. So just taking small steps first, seeing if that works, and then going from there. Also, I would say, make sure that you ask questions, you seek mentors as well. So people that have been in the field for, quite some time and they have good experience. Don't be afraid to ask them questions. As well as connecting. So what's great about Muskoka is we have such a great tight-knit community, like I mentioned. So I love to talk to other business owners on the main street and also people of my age, because it's not common you see a very young entrepreneur in Muskoka. So I always talk with them and see what they're doing. I always say, oh, they're doing something really cool. And I just reach out to them, and then we become friends, and then we collaborate on projects, and then that expands the business as well. So just getting some awareness out too. So not being afraid to ask advice, questions, make friends. And it just feels so good too, just to connect with people.
So what would you say make a good mentor? Because you mentioned about approaching a mentor, but what for you makes a mentor somebody good that you will go see and ask those questions?
Yeah, for sure. So someone who shares similar values to you, someone that's in the same field, someone that you think you can, really connect with. And for myself, there's people in the community that I can really connect with well. So they're my mentor. My fiance is my mentor as well. He's been a great, like I said, great, tied to the business as well. And just finding someone that you can really click with for sure.
Morgan, you're so inspiring. I'm so happy
Thank
you are
you.
here. Your story really
I'm
show how
too.
you evolve as you go. And as a token of appreciation, we would like to give you the first official digital
Woohoo!
logo
Awesome.
stamp.
Yay.
Yeah, so you will get this, and you're an official partner of the Evolve As You Go community now. And I'm
Amazing. Thank you
so
so
glad I
much.
got to talk to you. So
I
we're really
know, super
looking,
fun.
yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you continue to evolve in your business. And thank you so much for the time you spent with us today.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me on here.
Yeah, and like thank you again, Morgan. You are so inspiring, and it's so neat to see somebody who is so focused on a goal and working towards what they want. And you know, obviously, like you said, there are lots of things that happen on the inside that people don't see. They see this amazing person that just, you know, has this solid track. And so it's really neat to have this opportunity to really see what your life and what your journey has been like behind the curtain. And so if for anybody who wants to continue following Morgan and learn more about her business, we're going to have the details in the description box below.
Yes, it's so exciting.
Yay,
And I'm
thank
just
you.
happy you're here. Like, I don't want to let you go.
I
That's what's
know.
going on.
Great virtually too.
So to all the members and all the viewers, if you know any inspiring people that would like to be featured on our YouTube channel, I encourage them all to contact us at kimandchristinecoaching@gmail.com.
And as always, we really, really appreciate everybody who watches our videos. And if you want to continue getting more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel. And it would really, really help us out if you also liked and shared this video.
And stay tuned for more videos.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.